Here we are again.
Number 6 or number 7?
It is 7 already.
Lucky 7.
Today was extremely rainy. I mean, really. We just had to hope we almost got, the car almost was
I tell you, floating away. All right, Jennifer, see?
in the
See?
So yes, we just have about 1 minute again. 1 minute. We are here.
We are on.
So Darian, we are here.
Hello. How are you? How is everyone? How is our 50+ tribe this afternoon? Welcome. I am Terry-Ann Joseph Brathwaite, and
I am
here with
Jennifer Gibbons Joseph.
Nice to have you. Welcome to our 7th installment of our Wednesday live chat. And we've been here 7 weeks. Okay? Lucky 7. Time has passed. And what a lot of progress we've made. And in recognition of that progress, we're going to be talking about something that's very important today. It is what we call the C shift. This business of getting on to the 3rd act and this next phase of your life, which is driven by your passion. We said there are 3 critical issues that we must confront. And our C shift refers to the 3 issues.
And we are dealing, and followers, the 3 issues will be changes, choices, and chances.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, we are not going to make any progress without confronting and realizing that the 3rd act stage is a different stage.
Oh, yes.
Change is inevitable. When we make changes, we are faced with options. We've got to choose.
Yes.
And the very act of choosing one and not the other means there's risk. Risk is not always bad. We often associate risk with something being bad, but risk just says there's a likelihood it will happen, and the flip side of that is the likelihood it may not. So there's chance.
But Terry-Ann, and yes, but you know, when I, saw the topic, when we decided to, talk about the C shift, it occurred to me that in terms of change, I have found many people going into that 3rd act, they fear change. They have a serious problem with changing. They feel that, you see, that old way I have been operating for years, especially if I found myself, it was successful, the methods that I was using was successful. Listen, when that time come and you realize, hey, that old way not working again, the things you used to do before, you cannot do it again for many other reasons. But that old habit, to break that habit, is not happening. That change is very, very resistant to that change.
But you know, Jen, I have a lot of empathy because, and I'm going to take the side of those who resisting the change.
Okay.
I'm going to take that side because, come on, I've been doing what I know how to do. Everything that defines my value and my worth is locked up in what I used to do and what I used to be, and my title and my office, all my friends, all my everything. And then something happens, and I now have to be different. I don't want to use that C word.
Yes.
I have to not have what I had before. I have to not do what I knew and what I got my validation from. And what did it say I have to do now?
Change. Because
So I emphasize change. Jennifer, help me through this thing. What is this emotion that I feel inside of me that my intelligence tells me that I need to do different, be different, but my feet in a bucket of cement and I can't move forward? What is that emotion inside of me?
that emotion, and that emotion keeps coming up, fear. Because fear of the unknown. You're in that comfort zone. You're quite comfortable, going along quite happily.
And that is why I mustn't change.
And you're stepping, and we spoke about stepping onto that stage last week. When the third act, entering into that third act, you are stepping onto a new stage.
Jennifer, remember when it's probably the same thing that we felt when we first went to that big job or that big promotion.
Mm-hmm.
The first day, that knot in your stomach, and what propelled us? What caused us to overcome the fear that we had then?
Because you're excited. You're getting into that first job. You're looking forward. You feel very proud.
Oh, not in first, the big promotion.
Well, the big promotion, of course.
That let me ramage on the second stage.
You are proud. You worked hard. You have been rewarded by that being promoted. You're all excited. It's a different sort of emotion. You're excited, eh?
So, Jen, why can't I? What stops me from drawing on that, whatever it is that caused me to overcome the nerves and the fear of going on to that? Why can't I draw on that to step boldly onto my? Why must I fear change?
You're seeing, especially using promotion as an example, that is so positive. You're entering into a nice, positive environment. It
new
gives
office.
You, of course, the new office, new position, more money, all the positives that comes with it. And you have had examples before you. You have seen persons who held that position. All the achievements, all the rewards. You could actually see it. It's now yours.
So for the third act, unless I can have a role model or I have something, the change will be associated just with fear. I can't step back.
Because unless you have that vision, unless you have a vision, and let me tell you, as I'm speaking about
Jennifer,
vision,
I'm taking notes. You're preaching.
As I speak about that vision, in my coaching practice, I use vision board a lot. I use visioning because when you're getting into that third act, you need to see yourself on stage. What do you want to do? You have to get excited. Before very early in your early stages, when you're doing goal setting and you want to purchase a card, and you put up that photo. You do the same. You're on a live stage. So that visioning is about your life in that third act. How do you see yourself? What do you want for yourself?
So this C shift, that first requires me to change.
Mm-hmm.
I am holding back from changing because I am afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I need to have vision and I need to have some kind of role model. But what you're saying is even if I have no role model, I can draw on my past experiences where I made huge changes and succeeded to not fear even stepping onto the stage.
And Terry-Ann.
And we have words of wisdom from Catherine. How about you, my dear?
Terry-Ann, you must also add a positive mindset. Because when you get that, when you refer to the promotion, you're very positively.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you were promoted
and safety,
that is so, yes, positive. So your mindset first. So you have that vision. You have to be positive. You have to have faith. Listen, I am going. This is who I am going to be.
You know.
No, it's a man.
I think I understand why.
And carry on. And viewers, I catch me. It is also about planning. Because you didn't get, and I'm going back to the promotion, you didn't just get that promotion, you know.
Because as Catherine said, you already did it well.
Yes. And you would have prepared, studied, put things in place, act in a certain way to be recognized to get that promotion. To get on to that third act stage, you have to plan. You have to see yourself in that. Yes, you must see yourself in that, whether it's in business or whatever you plan to do, whether you're going to be, extremely active. Just have that vision of yourself as to who you want to be, what type of life you want to live, who you want to be around you.
But all of this week we've been, Jennifer and I have on this third act is a different kind of third act.
Yes.
We've been on a ride of our lives. We've met so many different people. And the thing is, for some people, they think they've been thinking about and preparing for the third act. But when they land on the door, on the step to walk up on the stage, or even if they walk up on the stage and they stand on the edge,
yes,
they're paralyzed and they don't know what to do. So that first C for the shift, that change, it's really all in the mind.
It's in the mind.
And we have to draw on our successes, on our life journey, to realize that, hey, this is another phase.
It is another phase.
And I will conquer it.
And carry on. You spoke about drawing of your past experiences. Please look at all your wins. Please not look at all the negatives to say why not.
The two things that went wrong.
Yes,
didn't go as you wanted it to. Not that it went wrong. It didn't go as you wanted it to.
It's so easy to go to the negative side. To say that is why I would not try this. Because I tried it before and it did not work. No.
Or I heard one person's bad experience and I put it on every single thing.
So please be guided by what worked for you. Look at your skills, your talents, etc. What brought you to be that person today? Only positive, not the negatives.
And perhaps one of the best ways to prepare for the change of the third act is, as you are contemplating the third, look back, draw an inventory of what happened in the second and what you have come out with. All those positives. And even take a look at the negatives, because they may give you an indication of what you should avoid in the third act. So that
it builds on your experiences,
that first seed does not have to be intimidating, fearful, and something that has you loitering and hanging around on the second act stage when you should not be there, and worse, being booted off the stage with no place to go.
So entering into that third act, I recommend embrace change.
Nice.
Embrace change. And in embracing a change, then you can start making choices. Which is our second C.
Oh, choices.
What would you say about the
choices? Choices. Okay. So, Jen, you've convinced me that I should not be afraid.
Okay.
I have done my inventory and I realize there are several things that I can do. But I'm confused now.
How do you choose?
How do I choose? Because do I continue with what I did in my professional life? Do I follow my passion and pursue a hobby? Do I go into something that is completely new and different, that's emergent? Do I open an internet-based business?
And Tariana, How do you make the choice? As you mentioned, choice, and as we're speaking about choice, one very scientific way, okay, for persons to decide
I'm not afraid anymore. I'm just confused now.
what road to take,
Yes.
you can get an assessment done. You always look. I believe in professional help. Followers,
Listen.
I believe in professional help.
Listen.
And for those who are not aware, you're not too old to take an assessment to decide, listen, to help guide you on that right path. Because going into that stage, you want to make the right choices. And one of it, which we use, Tarian, in terms of our packages,
I was
and
just
when
about to say
we are chatting with clients and clients who are not sure what direction to take, we recommend first in our package, included in that package, is an assessment. Okay. Outside of the assessment, then you really need to sit down, take some time out for yourself, and really look at what have I been doing? What do I
You
enjoy
mean go and look at
doing?
all the jumpies that running around in my head?
And this,
All
get
the
rid of it.
gremlins?
Remove the gremlins. Remove the gremlins and ask yourself, what would make me happy? And
Jennifer
Tarian,
just overcome the
yes,
fear of change.
you know what I have found? That people may switch careers completely.
Yeah.
They may have been, let's say, an engineer, and they decided, you know what? I would be happy being, maybe going into agriculture, you know, and switch completely from one career
Like
to
my
the
friend,
next.
maybe a bank manager, now I am running a spa.
And very, very happy. And I'm glad you brought that up because this week we have been with a client who moved, and you would hear more about it because we would have her on set as
Very
a guest soon. Where from being a bank manager and looking again, she did not want to have anything to do with financial, you know, anything with finances.
So Jennifer,
Yeah.
so I've had to contend with the fear of change, and I can overcome that because I'm looking back at my successes and I know I can.
And using your failures,
My failures to learn.
Yeah, to learn.
Now I have confusion with choices, and I agree with you. We need to get scientific and clear, and I absolutely agree. You know, we think that assessments are for young people or for people entering the world of work, but whenever you're making a change, your entire experience in your second act would have changed who you started off with as a young person. Your priorities are, so that assessment is wisdom. And it will help remove the confusion of making choices. Or at least it may narrow down the choice and give you more assurance that your choice is going to be a wise one.
Yeah. So,
okay, Jennifer.
So we have that. You do assessment or you look within and you decide what. And my thing is be guided by what would make you happy.
Okay. This is a really good coach, huh?
We made a choice.
So I have made my choice. I am no longer confused. But Jennifer, another emotion is welling up in me. Doubt.
Oh yes.
Because I'm wondering, I mean, I started off with 15 things I could do. And I did the assessment and I looked at my inventory and I narrowed it down to 3.
Yeah.
And I chose one from the 3. But Jennifer, I'm wondering if I chose the right one.
And that is where
this is a big chance of taking. So you know, I choose 2.
There is a saying.
Can't I do all?
Sometimes when you're in that state of confusion and you're chatting with a friend and say, girl, you're gonna take that chance? You're really brave to take that chance. But that's part of life. You really, as you mentioned,
We've been taking chances all our lives.
Yeah, and you already said you narrowed down the chances. You did narrow down. then you have to have faith because you have gone through the different stages. Yes, you may look at it as a chance, but look at it as an opportunity. Change that mindset. Don't allow that fear, because from the time you talk about taking a chance, that encourages fear. Because you're saying, wow, that's a chance. What if it does not work out? That is what chances. You are.
Or what if it does?
And you hardly, you know what? I find you hardly go, what if it does? You tend, and saying you, but we tend to go to that stage. What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't? You continue because you're on that path. And maybe that route may not have been the right one, but you're keeping your focus, you're keeping that goal, you're keeping that vision in front of you. Maybe you may have to take a next route.
But you can always come back and take the other route.
And again, you have that experience going forward. But don't let that fear, don't let that doubt keep you back.
Okay, Jennifer, I think you helped me with my roadmap.
I'm glad I did.
So for my change, when I face the fear, I must reflect.
Oh yes.
I must look back and get my positives and see that I have done this, I could do this, and I have had change before, and I know what my skills are. So I reflect. So when I determine all of my choices and I become confused, I must assess.
Oh yes.
I must check and use professionals, do an assessment, really check to see what I truly like, as opposed to what I'm familiar with. And then, because we step off and there may be little return, we must come down to the foundation phase.
Yes.
We must believe in ourselves and whatever power within us that has given us the talent to make the choice that we made and step forward boldly, notwithstanding, with faith, with conviction and belief that it will work.
And Terry-Ann,
I like this
summed it up very well. And this is where, when you are doing that, as you going along to help you, reward yourself. How? By doing things to keep you on that positive mood.
But I only know if I took time and I understand what I really like and listen to my inner voice that speaks to me, that says this is what you like, and don't be disturbed by what other people want you to do,
because you want to be happy on that tune. So that's why I started by saying you need to look at what makes you happy, because it's very easy, if you're not happy and not positive about it, for you for someone to come and say, listen, why you continue?
Take a chance that's bad, make a choice that's wrong, and then you stand up and don't change, because it's probably convenient for something or for someone else for you to stay right where you are.
Let me share a quick story here.
Yeah.
I remember, Terry-Ann, when I decided to change, I changed careers, and I would say, okay, I am going to open up my coaching practice. I was told, why are you doing that? I don't know anything about coaching.
People that is not a question.
They say that's not something that would work in Trinidad. We don't know about that. And I said, it's not psychology. I'm not a psychologist. And they could not understand.
Remove yourself from people.
So what you have to do, I was so positive about what I was going to do and how I had the plan. That I did not allow that to deter me. And as I moved forward, and I saw where I could help people, and I got the positive responses from them, that just kept me going.
The choices were clearer, and your chance was less of a negative risk.
And the reason they could not, change my mind, it was because I was very positive.
Jennifer, This sea shift took all of 24 minutes.
It did.
And we have 6 minutes left.
And let me bring up. So, Terry Ann, tell us. Tell them what is happening next week. A little continuation of the
Now,
sea shift.
Very, very important for us. We've talked about the sea shift and what it takes to deal with the chances, the fear, need to reflect, the choice, the confusion,
Yes.
and the chance. And next week, we are going to have our second guest on board. We have two people who I think epitomize the sea shift.
Yes.
These are two professionals who had very solid careers. Had that shift had to step off. They are both entrepreneurial. It's an entrepreneurial couple.
Yes.
In what we may call high risk or unsafe or not normal regular occupations.
Yes.
Better yet, 3 kids. Each of them, while they were in their third act activity, straight through secondary and
Yes.
all into tertiary. And listen, we are talking about no inheritance, no huge connections,
Yeah.
just by sheer reflection, assessment, and faith.
And focus.
And focus.
Yeah.
Next week, we are going to have a phenomenal discussion, as I'm not going to say who they are, but we are going to have an opportunity to talk to this couple is going to tell their story of the sea shift, where they went through their change, choice, and chance. And you will be free to talk.
Of course.
Now, apart from that, Jennifer, this sea shift talk is too much to be done in half an hour. We're going to do something else also.
Okay, so let me tell you what we're going to do. We have arranged a forum, a sea shift forum, inviting all of you all to join us. And this would be on
October 18th,
18th.
Friday.
It is a Friday, so it becomes a, I wouldn't say a Friday evening line, but you put aside that time on a Friday, it is. So, you see, where we would continue with that conversation. So we're having a couple next week, and then we following that with a forum. I'm going to be sending out, we will be sending out the details of this forum.
Can have
Very
dinner.
convenient.
Dinner while we talk about the sea
2
shift
hours, we sit, we
and our
chat,
experience
and
of
we
the sea
share
shift.
experiences on the sea shift. And Terry and I didn't tell you this, and it just came up to me, and I know she wouldn't mind, because what I'm going to do, or what I can't, and I will sit and chat with you on it, is to offer a free ticket.
Okay.
To those who join the conversation next week.
Yes.
And we're going to think of how or what would be the format of handing that ticket to that sea shift forum.
The medium is on
Yeah,
board.
to that sea shift forum. So look out, keep following us on the Facebook. We're going to send out through the WhatsApp and, different mediums. We could let you know how you're going to win this free ticket. But you must be on the chat with us.
Yes.
That's a must. So
Jennifer,
you must be on the chat.
Jennifer. So nobody on WhatsApp and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Have you all visited all of our platforms?
We do have the platforms.
We are alive and well.
And Terry and I want to say here, we haven't been really that actively pushing the WhatsApp group just because we have been so tied up. But please
continue to talk with us.
Join the WhatsApp group. It is a closed group. We ensuring that it's not a group where people just come on and spam. No, it's not like that. We are 50 plus, so we are being very serious about moving forward in a positive way. So our WhatsApp number is 386-7863.
And remember that you can go onto our YouTube channel. All of our recordings, all of our videos are there. And it will be great in preparation for the sea shift to really go look at them. And of course, Facebook. And as we go on our journey, we're getting better remembering to take pictures while we're at it. Our Instagram is giving you a good sense of what we're doing and where we are. And soon, I think I'm going to do a tweet on this C shift.
Okay, yes,
Reflect
that's
to
a great.
change, assess to make the best choice, and have faith to deal with the doubt that comes with chance.
That sounds great.
But I sound like the coach.
Sounds
So
very
we've got
great.
to tell some people hello.
I know, Tarian, I haven't. I'm just
Yeah, so we've got Catherine and Marian here. We've got some others that are hiding.
So what we would do, I thank
Emerald
them.
and Nisha and Beverly.
So we said, big thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
always being
Yes.
here for us.
Yes.
The feedback has been great, very encouraging, very, very encouraging. We're ensuring that we, as I said, we set up different platforms so we can keep in touch. Feel free to call us also.
You know, on this issue of change, and I'm going to say this to you all. Coming out of this, we have at least 8 persons
Yes.
that have approached us who have decided, I'm stepping onto that change stage. I need your help to make that change. And we are working along with them. They are making real progress, you know, and we are going to, on our page, be highlighting them.
Oh, yes.
So please, next week, don't miss it. We are going to have a couple who have mastered this C shift. They have made the shift and they are
very
going.
interesting. So
Thank you.
We say bye again.
It's
See you next week.
7:01.
And not just see you next week. See you for the entire week. Touch base.
Touch
you
base.
know, join the
Everywhere.
WhatsApp group. Touch base with us. We're looking forward to chatting with you.
And I have made my C shift. Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.